Here's the answer to the trick with my the ash on the arms, or a card magically appears. You need to set up a couple things before you start the trick. One is you're going to start with the king of diamonds on the bottom of the deck, and you can use any card that you want, but I use a king of diamonds because it's easy to put it on my arm, and it shows up. That diamond is easy to put on. The king of diamonds is at the bottom of the deck, and you can start shuffling all you want. As long as when you shuffle, you don't show them that king of diamonds, keep that down. And when you shuffle, the king of diamonds goes down first, and then you're all set to go with the trick. King of diamonds is on the bottom. Also, before you start that trick, you want to make sure you use some glue. I use this rubber cement, it's clear, and it's going to create some friction when the ashes go on my arm. And I put the king of diamonds on there. I let it dry for about, I don't know, 15 minutes, and you can't see it at all. This is tough to get off. I'll mention, you really got to scrub, use a piece of like a dry rag of some sort, scrub, and it's going to take a little skin off, but it's for the effect, it's really cool and worth it. So I'm set up with this. I have my king of diamonds here. You then ask a student to come up, and they're gonna cut the cards. When they cut the cards, they can cut it anywhere they want, because they cut the cards and then you mark it, and you're gonna mark that king of diamonds. At this point, you're gonna distract them from this spot. You give them a piece of paper. They're looking at the paper at this point, and then you're gonna talk about how they're gonna write down the card. You show them their card, and it's the king of diamonds, which is written on my arm. The king of diamonds gets shown, and they're gonna write it down. And before you do that, you're telling them, write it like this. And the reason for it is that it magically then matches to what you have on your arm. They're gonna write a king, and they're gonna write a diamond, and it'll look just like this and be more magical. They write it on there, they crumple it up. You can talk about chemistry and how law of thermodynamics, that things can't be created or destroyed, they can only change form, and chemical reactions or combustion or whatever you want to talk about. And you let it happen. Then, once it burns, you're going to grab that ash, and I usually have some extra ashes in there. You take the ashes, you rub it on here, and magically the king of diamonds comes through. So that's how that trick